Hey friends, not really sure how this is going to sound because I'm on my laptop trying to do this real quick while I'm at, on a break from work because I wanted to make sure I put a video out on this, so no intro, no anything. But new information is provided from Amazon, surprise, of the new Mythic Odysseys of Theros, the new campaign book we know that's coming out in May. So you can see here I am on the Amazon website. So one, that means seems like it's a true leak, although now the date is changed here to June 2nd as opposed to May 17th. But we do have some new information regarding the classes and things we're going to have in this. So play Dungeons and Dragons in the magical world of Theros, a realm shaped by the wrath of the gods and deeds of heroes. Rise above the common throng with supernatural gifts, abilities that give you remarkable powers that set you on the path to legend. We'll come back and we'll talk about all these in just a sec here. Explore Theros as a Satyr or a Leonin, mythic cat-like heroes from the Magic the Gathering setting. Master new weapons with Magic the Gathering inspired subclasses, all caps on the subclasses, like the Bard College of Eloquence and the Paladin's Oath of Heroism. Encounter mythic monsters, creatures whose power and renown are such that their names are truly living myths. Wield the weapons of the gods, 5 signature artifacts used by Theros' deities, and then blah 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 what D&D is. So let's take a little dive into what this means. So supernatural gifts, I wonder if that's more like an epic boon scenario or something you're going to get to alter your class or your character, things to make it more interesting, more unique. I don't know. Set you on the path to legend. It sounds like it might be something you're going to get at character creation, possibly, to kind of give you the idea of being a demigod or a hero or something like that. Satyr and Leonin, so 2 new races. Satyr, I'm not surprised by. I know a lot of people have homebrewed Satyr races. We have Centaur already, so it seems like Satyr is It's also interesting that Centaur came in the other Magic crossover, and that Satyr is in this one. And Leonin seems a little strange to me because we already have Tabaxi, and technically you could make a Tabaxi look and possibly aesthetic-wise be like a lion-type Tabaxi if you wanted, with a mane and whatnot. My guess is this Leonin is likely a strength-based race, right? So the opposite, this Tabaxi being the lithe, more kind of big cats that side, and maybe the Leonin being more of the strengthy lion kind of based. Anyway, new races are always good. It says new subclasses, but it only lists 2, the Bard College of Eloquence and the Paladin Oath of Heroism, and these were both, which makes sense time-wise. These were both released, I think, last year, November, I think they were, the original Unearthed Arcana for them. So that means we're likely not going to get a secondary update of those to be, as far as playtest goes, between now and then, which also means probably all of the new subclasses that we've received lately, we won't get in this book because the timing is too short to get playtest information back in, rebalance, and re-update if this book is set to come out in June. That's again why my guess is it's the 2 subclasses that were released last year. Now maybe there's more, but I was actually going to make a prediction video about this, and then this information came out because in Ravnica we got a whole new campaign setting, new monsters. We got like 5 races in Ravnica and only 2 subclasses. They had said they wanted to put the Brute Fighter in Ravnica, but it just didn't work out for some reason, so they didn't include it. So it's interesting that we're only seemingly getting 2 new races in this, and then also 2 new classes. Now, it could be more, but the way it reads, it sounds like it's only 2 new races and only 2 new subclasses. Encounter mythic monsters, right? So it's going to have new enemies, but my guess is it says their names are truly living myths, so probably... I mean, if it's as Greek-themed as I think it is, right? The front cover is a Hydra, so it'll be like, maybe they'll call them mythic versions. We have a Hydra in the monster manual, so maybe it'll be the mythic Hydra, and this will be like the one you know of from, the Hercules story, like the Nemean lion, so it could have like the mythic lion, or things like that, the mythic Cyclops, the ones that are from Greek mythology, the mythic Minotaur, right? Things like that. That would be my guess for the mythic monsters. We might also just get generic other monsters to include in the world. Again, I'm not really familiar with Magic or the world of Theros, so I can't really give you any insight one way or another. And then wield the weapons of the gods, 5 signature artifacts used by Theros' deities. So again, knowing Greek mythology but not knowing Theros, my guess would be like Zeus's thunderbolt, Poseidon's trident, maybe Hades' helm or armor or something, Hermes' shoes. I don't know. It says weapons specifically, so this also makes me think of the fact that like we're gonna get like vestiges of the Divergence from the Wildmount book that's coming out from Critical Role, and those are like god-based weapons that level up over time. My guess is they may be trying to instill that as a permanent fixture in D&D, and that's what we get from these five. Well, that was a really poorly worded sentence there. But anyway, these five signature. It's also interesting that it's only five. I don't know how many deities are from Theros, but the Greek pantheon is quite substantial, so you're going to have a lot of options. But I don't know. Again, as I stated, always pumped for more options, more subclasses is great. Kind of weird that it's only two, though, and only two races. Again, I don't really know what more you could add race-wise. A lot of the existing kind of maybe known things for Grecian type races have been already added, like the Centaur, for example. But again, Satyr, Leonin, a good fit. I'd be interested if there's going to be like the idea of a demigod. Maybe again, that's the supernatural gift, because that's a huge part of those stories, is the demigods of the various god children. They do great things, like Hercules, for example. So anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hopefully the audio isn't complete garbage, and I'll see you guys next time. So I finished filming that video, and then it turns out the official Wizards page went live and has additional information for us to look through. So we see world's most popular walk the lands of Theros, a realm shaped by deities and deeds of heroes. I think we already read that. Choose a supernatural gift that sets you on the path of destiny. Align yourself with one of Theros' 15, so there's 15 gods. Then carve a tale of odysseys and ordeals across the domains of mortals, gods, and the dead. So that gives us a little bit of idea. It does seem like it is going to be something you choose at character creation. What legends will you challenge? Mighty heroes, inevitable prophecies, or titans imprisoned by the gods? Where will destiny and immortal schemes lead you? And what tales will you leave behind, celebrated in the pantheon of myths and writ among the eternal stars? So again, here's some more information. Introducing supernatural gifts, abilities that set your character apart from the common throng, mechanically similar to character races. Each one gives your character a variety of traits. So my guess is that's going to be similar to the dragonmarked races we saw in Eberron, where you're a human with a certain gift and it makes you different than other human. We already talked about the Leonin and the Satyr, College of Eloquence, Masters of Oratory, and Paladin Oath of Heroism, an affirmation of a destiny laid out for you by divine providence. So there's that. Encounter mythic monsters and creatures whose power more than simply legendary. These creatures have abilities that will create a challenge fit for the gods. And then here's some more. Wield god weapons, signature items of the gods that will allow your character to stand apart from other heroes. These can be a gift from your deity, or perhaps you boldly stole it from them in a bid for ultimate power. So this actually removes the 5. It makes it just god weapons, and then there was 15 up above. So that's a little bit more. And then we do have an look at this alternative cover. That looks sweet. It's got like some sort of god fighting a massive Hydra. Seems like Hydra's going to be a big thing in this, right? An alternative cover with a distinctive design and soft touch finish is available exclusively in game stores starting on June 2nd, 2020. So there we go. Sorry I already made the previous video, but I figured I'd tack this in to the end because we did get some updates. As more updates and information comes out, I'll obviously do more coverage. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.